Hello, this is Daniel Cedor from East West Farm, but coming to you from the fire station today. As many of you know, I work as a firefighter. That's really the job that pays the bills. The farming hasn't really paid many bills. It pays the feed bill usually. And so I'm just going to talk for a minute about why I am seriously wondering if we should continue. Today, okay, well, first of all, I've been at the station for 48 hours. Well, it'll be a 48-hour shift when it's all over with. And so I was working yesterday and I'm working today, and then I'll go home in the morning. We have a heifer cow. We have a heifer who got bred way too early. The bull got to her. It did not do a good job of ensuring that it couldn't happen, but it happened. And so she got injured a few days ago. I was at the station when this happened. And so she got injured. We can only speculate, but we think that it happened she was being pushed around by some of the bigger cows, and it's so muddy that the footing is terrible, and she slipped and her leg probably got hyperextended or something, and she fell down in the mud, and it was hard to get up, and frankly she just, when big animals like cows and horses suffer a serious enough injury and it hurts to move, they'll just lay down. And the longer they stay on the ground, the worse it is. Several months ago, we lost a cow. We don't know exactly why she was down, but she was down, and we were unable to get her up, and we ended up burying her. So anyway, so this heifer, we gave her steroid shots, and within a couple of days she was back on her feet, eating hay and drinking water, and looking to be on the mend. Now we knew, the vet informed us of this, but we knew that the steroids would induce labor, and that we should expect to lose the calf. But the choice was to either not do anything and lose both of them, or do something to save her and know that we were going to lose the calf. Well, this morning, my wife calls me and tells me that the amniotic sac is hanging out of her. And so the day progresses, and she's in obvious labor, and she's in obvious distress because the calf is too big and she is too small. So long story short, I couldn't leave work. She called a friend of ours who lives a few miles away, who came over to try to help, and it was pretty much beyond him. And so we called the vet. And at this point, she was already feeling extremely overwhelmed. Um, the whole situation has just been extremely stressful on her. So when the vet got there, she said that the first words out of his mouth was that this does not look good. So the calf's feet were sticking out, and apparently his or her head was turned back. So normally when calves are born, they're born with the front feet out first, and then their head follows, basically like their nose is between their knees. Well, this calf had his head turned back, and so there's no way it was coming out. So the vet warned us that given the size of the calf, that it's possible that she could end up paralyzed. So he got to work. He was trying to manipulate the calf to get it into a position that it could come out of her, but it was evident that there just wasn't room for it to pass through. And so basically, what he had to do was dismember the calf in order to get it out. And my wife was there witnessing it all. And it was pretty traumatic for her. So honestly, I'm really questioning myself if we are doing the right thing, if I'm doing the right thing for her and for. So good news is it does look like the cow is going to pull through, that she's not going to be paralyzed. So that's good. But in the end, I'm really just questioning myself. So, well, tomorrow's a new day, and we'll see what it brings us.